Hi, everybody. It's been a few weeks since I have shared anything with you, and that is because, well, we do have three children, and they are 4.5 and younger. And we found out 2 weeks ago that we will be having a fourth baby. And so that's one of the first things I'll be sharing a little bit with you. I'm not sure if you're watching this and you have palsy. I don't know what type of palsy you have, but I have spastic cerebral palsy. And I was told from the time that I was a young teenager that I may not be able to have children, and that I may not be able to conceive, but also I probably wouldn't be able to birth them in a natural sort of way. And that if I were able to conceive, I'd likely need a C-section every time, and that it probably wouldn't be safe for me. I was 14 or 15 when I was told that, and so that was kind of intimidating as a teenager to hear that. And so as I got older, I'm sorry, I'm really shaky. I'm just all over the place. As I got older and continued with physical therapy and things like that, I started to ask those questions again about having kids. And at the time, I was a lot more capable physically than I am right now. And so I would hear, I don't see a reason why you can't conceive. You're healthy. Every exam comes out great. And palsy is not hereditary, so you shouldn't be worried about passing it on. And there's really no reason why you shouldn't be able to have children of your own. And so my husband and I decided that we wanted to have our own kids. And so at first it was difficult. We couldn't seem to conceive, and then we had a James 5. If you would like to hear more about that, please let me know. But after that James 5, fast and furious, I'm telling you what. Our oldest is 4.5. Our second oldest will be 3 this month, and our current youngest is almost 2. And this baby is due the day before Christmas Eve. So lots of kids in a short amount of time. And this will be our last baby. And this was a big surprise. Big surprise. But we're excited. We're excited to have another little one, and it's going to be great. Of course, I'm a little bit like, what? But it's going to be good. I'm excited, and to have an even number, I think, is going to be good. Everybody's going to get to have a partner, and it's going to be great. And so that just leads me to want to say, just because you heard something in regards to your diagnosis years ago, maybe it's not the same now, and maybe it is, but it's definitely worth asking. It's asking your healthcare team, is this still not possible or safe for me? Because it might not be. So I don't want to encourage you to go and try something that, I'm sorry, I'm out of focus. There we go. I don't want to encourage you to go try something that isn't medically safe for you to do. That's not at all what I'm trying to convey. I just want to encourage you to be your own advocate and say, this is something I want to do. Now, do you as a medical professional think this is at some point possible, or with some modification possible, or what? And don't ask just one. Get a second opinion and a third opinion of many different caregivers. I currently see, when I can, a chiropractor for my thoracic outlet syndrome. It's not fun at all. When I'm able to, I continue with physical therapy. That's really difficult to do right now with all this going on. And then I have a primary care. And so that's just 3. But also, I'll be needing a new neurologist soon, so that's 4. So that's several people. If I decide to make some kind of change or want to try something a little extreme, that's 4 people that I like to consult with and say, I'd like your opinion from this perspective regarding my current condition. Do you think this is something I could do? So I encourage you to do that, and not to just think, oh, well, I have palsy, or I have whatever it is that you have, and that's why I can't. Now, in the end, that may very well be the case. It might be that you it's not safe for you to do whatever it is you're desiring to do because of your condition. But I just encourage you not to start and end there. Do some digging, ask around, ask your care team, and look it up. Do some Googling, do some research. There's a lot of amazing things. Scottish Rite is a hospital that I was mainly at when I was younger, and they made a lot of impossible things possible for kids who would have otherwise missed out. So I encourage you not to turn away from the things that you want solely due to your condition. I encourage you to look around and be on your own team, and so for me, I have been very, very blessed to be able to have all my children without a C-section. And so that's something we didn't think was possible, but when it came down to it, it was. And so I know I've been very, very blessed, and that's not the case for everyone. So I'm very, very thankful and mindful of that. And also in asking around about that, even with just my first child, I learned that there's so many more options than what are typically shared with me in each doctor's visit. And it really is up to me to be my own advocate and to find out everything there is to find out. And then bring those things to the medical professional and then say, well, you know what, I read about this. What do you know about it? Can we talk about that? And so just it has been encouraging and challenging because I've had questions that doctors can't answer, and so that's always like kind of awkward, but I just want to encourage you. Your diagnosis is not your identity, and I can't believe I'm having a fourth kiddo. I'm excited, but I'm still a little bit in shock. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a good weekend. I hope you're treating yourself well. I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy and being good to yourself. Y'all have a good week.